Wow, I feel adrenaline in my soul. Something. Cody Rhodes! Ready, and attack him! Get him! Oh. G'day ladies and gents, it's NickStorm, the Australian icon! And fresh off the presses, what do we have here? Well, we have this here, coming first here from Ringside Collectibles. Guys, if you are in the need for figures and freaking toys and all that freaking fun stuff, go to Ringside Collectibles, use code ICON, save yourself 10% at checkout. Do so, support the show here, and whatever the freaking hell, buy some toys. Yeah! But I've actually been really excited for this figure to come in hand, and finally, dude, it's here! It is in the NickStorm studio, and it is goddamn ready to be reviewed and opened, and I'm just like excited about this freaking thing. Let's take a look at this packaging first off. So we've got a nice look at I think this is like a hand-painted prototype for the figure. A nice photo of Cody from WrestleMania 39, I believe. Nice little write-up from Robert. Yes, really Rob, okay? That Robert. And some nice stats and all that fun stuff. The box looks fantastic, as usual, but it looks even better when it's freaking ripped open, dude! And now taking a dazzling look of this bad boy out of the packaging. Man, I got to get it out of the packaging and oh my god, there was like 20 zip ties! But I do like posing this guy around. I think he's very smooth in hand, and we'll get into the accessories in a little bit, but I think the articulation wise for me, it's buttery smooth. There's nothing loose, there's nothing super tight on it, which, you know, sometimes with Ultimate Editions or even the new Elites coming out from Mattel, you can maybe see a pattern there sometimes, but I'm glad that's not the case with this guy. And this is him with the interchangeable head from the packaging and the robe on and everything like that, with the hands that come with it, man. Plop them in here, and I want to say this about the jacket. I love how the cuffs of the sleeves kind of a baggy. It's super realistic, man. If you really look at Cody's jacket, man, and pay attention, freaking look at it with your eyes, you can see, you know, it's kind of baggy around his wrist, and I think that's super accurate as well. So, dude, just the silhouette of this bad boy is fantastic. It's really good. One thing I look out for when it comes to wrestling figures is the actual silhouette of it. How close to the actual person does it resemble, you know, when it's all said and done and stuff like that. And I think this is a pretty good representation. I freaking spoke gibberish for a second there. Don't mind me. And also, one thing I want to note, dude, when I was getting this out of the packaging, I remember when we saw the actual studio shots of this in hand for the first time, this Cody Rhodes, if you will. He actually had black pins in the arm. And so now I'm glad it's corrected on mine, for example, because, like, I don't know, I remember in the studio shots, it was a little bit of an eyesore to kind of, it would stick out like a sore thumb because these arms aren't pinless, they're actually pinned. What am I saying? I need coffee. Someone help me, get me coffee. No, but these aren't pinless, so I'm glad they actually painted over it to make it sort of seamless. Would have preferred it if it was straight up pinless. I mean, that's something that the Supreme Cody has over this Cody already. But let's not even get into the comparison now, because we have to get into this figure now. You understand? And if you guys want to Avengers disassemble, more like it, lol, you can plug his arms off like that, boom, Bob's your uncle. And this jacket has a mechanism, it sort of reminds me a little bit of Jazzwares. And there's some sort of there, like hard goods maybe. But, you know, Mattel did probably, I guess, make this a thing with wrestling figures back in the day. And it unclasps just like that. Nice. You undress your freaking American Nightmare. And it's a freaking thing of beauty, okay? You understand? You hear me out there? Undress your American Nightmare. What? What? And now looking at the actual standalone figure, one thing I want to note first off is this freaking weight belt, dude. New weight belt mold! New weight belt mold! Yeah! As you can see, it's semi-accurate to what he wore on the, I guess it was WrestleMania Night 2, WrestleMania 39, right? WrestleMania 39 when he lost to Roman. Oh, dude, I was kicking and screaming. I was like, oh my god, WWE has actually ruined Cody! What the heck? And then a year later, they proved me wrong, and they make one of the freaking best Mania main events ever. So, that being said, new weight belt mold. If you guys want to compare it to the weight belt molds we've seen in the past, this is what we've gotten with, like, a ton, maybe every Elite Cody Rhodes up to this point, and then this is the difference. If you can tell, there's a completely different clasp mechanism. Man, I can't freaking speak. Completely different class mechanisms. This one's more accurate for damn sure, because this one is like a freaking, it's a headache. It's just an eyesore to look at. To be honest, it's very thick. One thing I will say about this feels very tight getting it around this Cody figure. So one thing I do want to note is, if you are wanting to put it on the Cody figure, you know, have some patience. You know, you don't want to break this. But it's just very snug, bro. It's so snug. Like, I don't even know how to freaking tell you how snug it is. That's how snug it is, okay? And moving on as well, one thing I did note, these are completely new boots, man. We haven't seen this boot mold from Mattel, and it's more accurate to Cody. It's very, very accurate. I think it is like a completely new sculpted. If I can get some of my scuffed boots out here, yeah, you can see they are a little lower, and I think they're more accurate. But I think that actually might give him a little less height, if that makes any sense. But we'll see in the comparisons portion of the video if that rings true. So hold on for that. Anyway, moving on. Let's look at this Cody in all his glory. So this is the main head scan he comes on with. And the box, in the box, man, in the box, in the freaking plastic, whatever you freaking want to say. This is the head he comes with. Man, this is the head that every Cody figure comes with. I'm going to be completely honest. I wish instead of this head scan, we got, you know, the smiling head scan or something like that. I don't see Cody too much in this head scan. I mean, I definitely see Cody in it, but compared to the smiling scan that Mattel made, oh man, that smiling scan for Cody is just like leagues better in my opinion. I love that scan. Going down the freaking figure, completely new torso sculpt, dude. Oh my god. Well, not, okay, listen. Hear me out, not completely new torso sculpt. We've seen this torso sculpt with Rick Rude, with Seth Rollins, and now with Cody Rhodes, thankfully, because I think this is way more accurate to his prior figure, if that makes sense. The Mattel Creations, you know, it kind of, it's something that I coined the term Jeff Chungus. And it was a little bit of Cody Chungus, I won't lie. So now Cody is no longer Chungus. He's you know, getting that DDP yoga in and looking freaking fantastic doing so. Look at that. That's all because of DDP yoga, baby. Going on, we have drop down hips with this Ultimate Edition. Controversial. Guys, do you like drop down hips? Let me know down in the comments down below. Sometimes I just freaking glue them in place if it doesn't make sense for the character. Heck. What are you gonna do? What's Mattel gonna do? Sue me? Please don't sue me. But I like the gear, man. I really like this gear. I like every Cody gear I think I've seen, I like. And even going back to like New Japan, Ring of Honor, you know, when he got released from WWE, when he left initially, you know, he was having, oh my god, dude, all the gears were sick, man. I love Cody's gears, and this one is no different. Something that is different is these knee pads. So these knee pads are on, if you had like the Mattel Creations or just any Cody, for example, let's bring these legs back. You can see the design on the knees here. And Mattel went a completely different route. I think this gives the silhouette of the figure, I think it helps, it benefits that way. But, you know, it is inaccurate. He wore the knee pads underneath the tights. So, I don't know. Maybe, look, we could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you kids and your dumb dog. We could have gotten away with it if it was these open back knee pads, because they're a lot skinnier and they hug the knee more. And I think that would have probably been better. These look a little bulky and baggy a little bit. But overall, I do like it. So nothing I can complain about here. The hits of gold, man, on this figure are something to write home about. Because, oh boy, dude, they freaking nailed it. They said, oh, Mattel Creations gold yellow tights, hold my beer. And then they freaking made this, okay? Because Mattel, oh, it's beautiful. Ew. One thing I noticed isn't beautiful though. Look at this, man. Oh my god. Look, I don't know if Mattel knows what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing ever, so I kind of relate. But Mattel, they put on the neck tattoo on this head scan, but not on this head scan. So not sure what their game is here. I'd like to see, you know, I'd like to see it with it off the head scan completely in the future, because I don't think it's too accurate. But You know, Mattel, pick a side, man. God damn. Now for some figure comparisons, here it is up next to some other releases from Mattel, some elite releases. Cody, what,
October 19th, 1999, WWE made its first public offering on the New York Stock Exchange.
What? Cody, what are you talking about? This is the Elite Top Picks, Cody, that I picked up in Florida, up next to the Ultimate Edition. And now, as you can see, it's sort of, there's no, like, really height difference. And I think these boots kind of correct the hugeness with Ultimate Editions, if that makes sense. Ultimate Editions sort of stand tall on their own most of the time. Oh, and also the weight belt from this is from the TNT Jazzwares ringside exclusive, Cody. And I really like the weight belts on here, so shout out to Jazzwares. And here's the Cody next to some of his co-workers in the WWE. We have Seth Rollins on the right and CM Punk on the left. Cody sort of, you know, keeping the peace between them so they don't get into a little scuffle. And for the final comparison, here is the Cody Rhodes next to the Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns that just came out with a cheeky boot swap. Oh, look, they kissed and made up. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, good for you guys. And with that all being said, I'd say thus concludes this review of the new Ultimate Edition 21 Cody Rhodes. Oh man, coming home of the presses. I mean, I have a lot of good things to say about this figure. I've got a little nitpicks here and there. For example, this is the Top Picks head on the Ultimate Edition. Look how good that looks, man. Put that on a display. Oh my god. Bob's your uncle. Freaking, you're a happy camper, and everything's swell, okay? Anyway, if you guys liked what you saw here, give this video a thumbs up, and if you didn't like what you saw here, give this video a thumbs up. Hey, yeah. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Guys, every Friday, my boy Sam and I host a show called Figure Friday. We talk everything about the wrestling figure news of the week. We even have great interviews with people from Mattel, people from within the community. So it's a really, really fun time. Get there, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. Each Friday we can do Figure Friday, and it's a fun freaking time. I hope to see you there. But if I don't see you there, I hope Cody will see you there, because he's got some adrenaline in his soul, baby. Do you guys like this figure? Do you guys have this figure in your collection? Do you think there's something that Mattel could maybe improve on with Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes going into the future? Do you like the knee pad change? And do you like the new weight belt, baby? Let me know down in the comments down below. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys when I'm freaking looking at you next. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Oh my god, Roman, watch out with the spear!
Nick Storm, the Australian icon.